Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Divine Feminine Oracle Show. I'm Julie, and I'll be your host for tonight. And I hope you are doing well. And I'm here tonight, with two of my soul sisters. So, first of all, hi, Meg, and welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm good. Very nice to be with you and Sophie today.
Yes, very nice. And Sophie, hi, welcome to the show.
Hi,
How are you doing?
I'm good. How about you?
Very good, thank you. This is a very special day today, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Well, first of all, the new year. So the new astrological year started officially yesterday, as we are filming this on March 21st, and we have also the new moon that's in Aries today.
Yay.
So very special. We're going to talk about all of those amazing alignments tonight with Meg and Sophie regarding the astrology, but also, of course, tarot and oracle cards, and answering also your questions in the second part of the show. So if you do have some questions for either Meg or Sophie, please use the super chat on MAISON Jupiter. And of course, tonight we are broadcasting from Beyond Mystic. So please don't forget to give us a like. And also, we are simulcasting on Maison Jupiter. So if you are watching from Beyond Mystic, please also give us a like on Maison Jupiter and subscribe also to the channel so you don't miss a beat, because we are creating a lot of interesting content over there. And what else I have to say? Yes, so I'm going to show here my little slide deck. So here on Beyond Mystic, tomorrow we're going to have, where is it? Oh, I'm in the past streams. Okay, I'm gonna find it later on. But we have the Beyond Astro with the amazing Meg. So that's going to be tomorrow at noon. Can you tell us a little bit about what you're going to talk about, Meg, tomorrow?
Yeah, so I actually just filmed it, just pre-recorded it, and I think it's the longest one I've done so far. It was like 30 something minutes. So I was trying to keep it as short as possible, but this is such a big week, which we're going to talk about the spring equinox, Pluto going into Aquarius. And I was saying how I feel like this is one of the top 5 weeks of the year astrologically in terms of
Positively or in terms of busyness?
in terms of busyness and shifting and new energy. So really cool time.
I love that. And that's also what we're going to talk about as well tonight. But if you want any more details, please watch the Beyond Astro show on Beyond Mystic. That's going to be live premiering tomorrow at noon Eastern time. And also here on the Maison Jupiter channel, we are growing as well. And if you didn't watch the last Astro Decode with Meg and I, go watch it. It was a very interesting one. We're talking about the upcoming eclipse season. So April 20th and May 5th, we're going to have the two eclipses. And the nodes are going to be in the financial axis. So we're talking a lot about the financial shift that's about to become even more, let's say, obvious, if we can say it like that. So very interesting show. Go and watch it if you haven't already. And also we have the amazing Psychic Spies series. So you guys starting a new series on the banking families. So do you want to tell us a little bit about this one, Sophie?
Yeah, so this one is a bit different from the others. So usually we cover one person, and we decided for this week that we're going to cover the family, because the family has a lot of main themes that are reoccurring. So we wanted to look deeper in this history, and we uncover a lot of stuff. We talked about a lot of different things, and it's really I'm going to say that in French. Wow, it's really something. It's really special to see what they are touching, what they are impacting, what they are having their tentacles, touching with the media, the food, the movies, and everything. They're touching every aspect of your life. So if you don't know them, you should watch the show, because you're going to learn a lot.
Yeah, so this one has just been uploaded on beyondmystic.net, and you can also watch it as a pay-per-view or also subscribe to the Insider Access Pass, which gives you access to all the original content on Beyond Mystic, including the Beyond the News show that we're going to have tonight at 8 p.m. So yeah, very much looking forward to that show, guys. I have watched the Biden episode, the latest one, and it was really good. So I can't wait to have some time to look at this one. So okay, let's talk about the usual questions. So I know you guys are really busy with consultations. Meg is doing astrological consultations, Sophie the psychic, intuitive, and also tarot consultations. So is there like a theme that's been coming up more during the past week, since we were going through, let's say, the last week of the astrological year and preparing for the new year? So did you see like some kind of, let's say, letting go of old things, or do you also see, let's say, a new cycle opening up in your clients' lives? So can you tell us a little bit about that? Meg, let's start with you.
Mm-hmm. I'm noticing three main things. Number one would be the financials right now, people wanting to make sure financially they're in the right space, they're making the right decisions. And I'm not a financial expert, I'm an astrologer and a mystic, but the astrology does show money and finances and what's going on with that and how we can be in alignment with abundance according to our natural energies. So I'm noticing financial aspects a really big deal. Also, people want to know that they're living in the right locations. So I've actually been looking at a bit of incorporating some astrocartography into consultations lately, which, for those of you who may not know, astrocartography is when you look at the astrology of different places on the planet based on your birth chart. And what was the other thing? Also, always mission and purpose, people wanting to know that they're in alignment with that.
Yeah, wow. And it makes sense. I was going to ask prior to that if you guys saw a lot of questions about the finances, because, well, first of all, Pluto's about to enter the sign of Aquarius, which is a financial planet. So that's probably like a big financial shift that's going to happen. But also, we are already under the influence of the eclipse season, which is also about the finances.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think it's that energy that we're feeling already, Meg? Or do you think it's more like, let's say, fears about all the upcoming changes?
Yeah, I think definitely there's collective fear, but I feel also in our community, it's also awareness. Like, yeah, there's fear, but we're also in an aware place because a lot of us have already done a lot of either investing in certain places or preparing in certain aspects in our life. So just that kind of awareness and confirmation that, people have made good decisions in alignment with the astrology. So yeah, there's definitely some fear, but yeah, you're right. We're less than a month away from the April 20th eclipse. So we're getting into that now. And I think it's going to get more and more intense until then, not necessarily in a bad way. I just think intensity level energetically, it's going to be a really intense eclipse season.
Yeah, but also this Pluto impacting both of those eclipses. This Pluto is very much highlighted at the moment. It's like one word for Pluto might be intense.
Yes.
Yeah. And what about you, Sophie? Are you seeing like a common theme coming up in your consultations? Is it about finance as well? Because I remember you saying you had a lot of questions about the place of living already. So that's a common theme you're having with Meg at the moment. So what can you tell us about the main themes in your consultation?
Right now, it's about the last pick a card. So a lot of question about twin flames, a lot of question about moving, and a lot of question about health. So health is new, but you're right about this, Julie. I had a lot of question about moving for the last few months. It didn't move. We're still at the same level of question about moving. So that means that we have a lot. There's a lot of people still asking about what is the best place to live? Where can I go to be safe? Where can I go to have some land? Where can I go to be away from problem with the financial. So in a sense, it touched the money too, but it's more about the moving part of it.
Interesting. And yes, you did this amazing pick a card on the Maison Jupiter channel on last Thursday, I believe. Who is your twin flame? And we got a lot of comments on this one. Do you want to comment on the feedback you got from this episode?
Yeah, so a lot of people are really asking, and I just remember, Meg, from the last 2 weeks, I think you said that lots of people are moving on from the Neptune, the fairy tale kind of love. So people are more asking question about, should I stay even though this is a relationship that is maybe more toxic? Should I move on even though it's a twin flame? So people are asking, what is the healthiest way to live through that love of the twin flame? Because it's not always that easy. It's not because it's a twin flame that it's really easy. It just means that you are coming from the same higher self. So it doesn't mean that you have it easy and it's going to be fairy tale.
Okay, and I have a subsequent for Meg about the twin flames. So let's get on that topic. I know we could do like a whole episode on that because I feel like it's a very big subject, twin flames and soulmates. You and I have been talking about how the nodes of the moon are going to shift in July into the relationship axis. So right now the nodes are still in the financial axis until July, and then as of July they'll be entering what we call the relationship axis of Aries and Libra, and the south node will be in Libra. So I was like, oh, so I wanted to get your input on that, regarding also maybe if you can link it to soulmates, twin flames, and what you have maybe in your consultation.
Yeah, for sure. It's funny because when I recorded my Beyond Astro forecast, pre-recorded it right before we got on to do this show, I pulled some astro dice. So I guess I pulled it for a reason, and I forgot to show it on the weekly forecast. And afterwards I was like, shoot, I forgot to show the astro dice I got. And I got 7th house. Let me see if I can get it. So these are so cool, these astro dice. 7th house, and then Venus. Where's Venus?
Okay.
So double relationship. And then the Capricorn one. Capricorn. Okay. And I pulled that because I was talking about the upcoming energy for this new astrological new year. And I asked the astro dice, what's the main message for this astrological new year from the astro dice? And it's Venus in the 7th house in Capricorn. So very much about relationships. And like you said, we've got those nodes changing onto the axis of relationships. So Saturn, Capricorn is about reality and reality check. And the North Node in Aries is self, right? But even people that are Aries or have big Aries energy in their chart, they can still have beautiful relationships as long as they're honoring self.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to be one of the biggest themes we're starting to feel now, especially with the nodes coming. Then when the nodes are in Aries and Libra for that 1.5-year transit of, is this not only honoring my partner and them feeling good, but am I being honored? And does this even resonate with me anymore?
Yes.
Like on that Aries, just self level.
Oh yeah, Meg, I resonate a lot with that. And that's also what I was picking up intuitively, is that we have to first honor ourselves, our path, our soul mission, and then maybe the partner can be aligned with us or not. But we first have to decide, where are we going ourselves? So I feel like having the North Node in Aries is going to emphasize even more that archetype of what you just described very well. Very interesting. And also the fact that you have Capricorn in your astral dice. Capricorn for me is also about your life mission, your life path.
That's such a good point.
Right. So it's like two relationship alignments with something that has to do with what you're here to do in this lifetime. So it's like, don't try to escape your life mission, maybe focusing solely on relationships. And we know that people with a lot of 7th house energy or Libra energy are going to be naturally focused towards relationship. But now it's like, also, what are you here to do yourself, right? Sophie, could you pull cards on that, maybe on why are you smiling? Did you pick up something from my telepathy?
I knew you were going to ask me that. It's perfect.
I love that.
So what would be the question?
Okay, so what can you tell us about this upcoming change of the nodes into the relationship axis? So what's going to be the main energy, the main focus for us?
Okay. I'm going to take 2 oracle and tarot cards. Okay, this one.
I wasn't going to ask that, but it's like it just came in the ether. So,
okay, delight and desire is the oracle card, and we have 6 of Pentacles. So 6 of Pentacles it's my card for equal give and take. So we have to make sure that yes, you have pleasure, yes, you have a partner, yes, it's fine. But if you have a partner, you must have a partner that is equal give and take. No relationship is 100% all of the time equal give and take, that's for sure. But you have to make sure that you have a good balance. That's the main thing that you have to keep in mind, is that the balance, if you are the only one putting effort, if you are the only one that is giving, that's out of balance for sure. So the 6 of Pentacles is always, you make sure that if you're single, you make sure that when you meet somebody, you receive as much as you give, and you pay attention to your boundaries and your requirement with this. The last card, you're going to laugh, I have a love potion and I have Ace of Cups.
So, well, that's good.
Yeah,
that's amazing. That is amazing.
There's still love possible there. As you said, it just has to be a good balance of energy exchange, I guess.
Absolutely. But since it's a potion, it should be something that you're not like under a spell. It should be yourself first. Ace of Cups is yourself first. What is making you happy, because nobody else will do it. So it's you. And if you are under a spell with the love potion, that's where you're losing really sight of what is happening. And you should really make sure that you are happy and that you are entering into a soul contract with someone that you are satisfied about the terms. Because if it's toxic, soulmate, twin flame, or karmic, if it turns toxic, the contract is ended, it's void. So you don't have to stay, you don't have to enter into that relationship, even though it's a twin flame, even though it's a soulmate.
Oh, thank you so much for that, Sophie. Corey Jade is saying, I love you guys so much. I live the twin flame soulmate topic so much. Thank you so much, Corey Jade. We really much appreciate your support. And yes, I think we will talk about this subject some more, because I see a lot of people interested in that soulmate twin flames type of topic. Hi, Jean-Claude. Very nice to see you here. Thank you for dropping by. Yeah, I think, Sophie, you raised such good points answering that question. And, it made me think about, since the nodes are going to be switching to the relationship axis, which is all about me versus the other, how much am I willing to compromise in order to be in a relationship? How much is it important for me to stay true to myself without making compromises, Aries, but also Libra is the compromising energy and finding a balance, as you said so well. So it's interesting that before going in that axis, the nodes are right now in the Taurus Scorpio axis, which is all about energy exchange. So I feel like we're all about calibrating at the moment our energy exchange of what we give into the world to other people around us, but also what we receive. And is it a fair exchange of what you give out and what you receive? And if it's not, and I feel like a lot of us are retweaking this balance at the moment, then we have, I guess, to take action in order to recalibrate that balance. Does that make sense for you guys? Do you also feel like this makes sense with what is going on? Meg, I feel like you want to say something here.
Yeah. We definitely need to know our value and our relationship with self-value and what we value in life, and just our values in general. That's something that I feel like we've kind of lost in this modern day, not living in community-centered lifestyle where it would have all been about values, not necessarily laws, right? We've been living under laws, but not values. And that's what Taurus is in astrology, is our values. And then Scorpio, the opposite sign, is merging with others based on those like-minded values. So I think that that's a really good point you're bringing up, Julie. It makes a lot of sense. We need to know ourselves before we can really be with someone. And we can be with people that are different from us. People don't have to be the exact same as us, but there has to be core similar values of whether that's truth or authenticity or freedom, whatever it is. So
yeah. Whatever's on your list of most important things that you will not compromise on. Yeah. Very true. And yes, Maggie just posted a comment here on the screen. Happy birthday, JC. Yes, our favorite equinox baby. Happy birthday to you. Sending you all of our love. So please help us in wishing JC a very happy birthday in the chat and in the comments below. You are an amazing divine masculine, and thank you so much for giving us your trust, your love, also your support, and all the opportunities that you're giving us to grow and to be the high priestesses, goddesses that we were meant to be. So thank you so much, JC, for being part of our lives. We appreciate you so much.
Well said. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Do you have anything to add to our favorite divine masculine?
I think he's going to cry if we continue. So just love you so much, GC, and everything that she said is true. We love you so much, and we love just your presence, your support, and we always feel like, I don't know for you guys, but I always feel that I'm being protected because I know that he is there, and I know that we have his support and his love, and I return right back. If you need the protection, if you need the love, you need the support, I'm right there for you, GC. Thank you so much for everything that you're doing. And I think I speak for everyone in this community when I say you're doing an amazing job and the world needs you.
So well said. Meg, do you want to add anything to our birthday wishes here?
Yeah, the same goes from your hearts to my heart out to JC. Everything you guys said resonated, and I'm just reverberating that out. And JC, the words are not enough to describe how amazing, beautiful, magical, just the words cannot describe how wonderful you are as a soul and a human being in this life, and the impact that you have had on people and me. And I'm going to start crying, but every single day when I do consultations, people tell me that you changed their life. So I hope that you know that. And every birthday we celebrate you, and we wish you the most magical birthday year ever, filled with joy and love and empowerment. And you're just amazing, and keep rocking, and just thank you for everything. And we are here for you as you are here in your divine masculine for us. And I'm so grateful for that. And that's so needed for that divine masculine energy that you just effortlessly show to the world and hold space for all of us. So thank you.
Wow, that's very, very well said. And yeah, he definitely changed our lives. I know he changed a lot of lives with Beyond Mystic, and kept a lot of people sane during the last years, ourselves included. Before knowing JC, I was watching Beyond Mystic with Janine and JC on, and they were keeping me sane as well. So you are doing a lot, but you also changed our lives very much, and our families' lives very impactfully. So thank you so much, JC. Oh yeah, Ascension Organized. Carla is saying JC has changed all of our lives. Thank you so much, JC. And I don't know if a lot of people can say they changed as much lives as you did. So that's amazing.
That's a true Aries equinox baby.
Right. The master creator. Exactly. And we were talking about that yesterday with JC. I was like, This is crazy. If you are guys, if there's any of you born also on an equinox, especially the spring equinox at 0 degree Aries, it's like you have this 0 degree, like how can I say that, creation energy potential. So you're kind of a master manifester because it's the first sign of the zodiac, so the creation energy, and 0 degrees is like open, infinite possibilities of creation. So yeah, it's quite special. It's quite special. Please tell us if you are also born on the equinox. We'd like to know. That's amazing. And yeah, if you'd like to book an appointment with either Sophie or Meg, and yeah, you can do so on maisonjupiter.com. And please don't forget the discount code right here, which is BeyondMystic in one word. To get 10% off the booking. So it really helps if you'd like to know what about the energies of the upcoming astrological year ahead for you, either with a more intuitive reading with Sophie. The tarot cards, if you have more specific questions, are really good at answering questions. And also, if you'd like to know the year ahead with your birth chart, depending, regardless if it's your birthday or not, I think it's always good to look at the year ahead with the transits and looking at what kind of energies are going to activate your chart. So, yeah, so I think this is a really good way to start the year. I think that's kind of my favorite personal New Year ritual, is getting a tarot consultation and astrology consultations to get really prepared for the energies ahead. So you can do so right here. And before we jump into the main subject, which is the new year, I am just going to show you here a little video from Carla. We have an amazing pyramid from Carla at Ascension Organites that's going to be gifted to one of you guys supporters in the super chat. And this one is Natalie. So let's listen to this video.
Hey everybody, this is Carla from Ascension Organites, and today I have another new design for you. Her name is Natalie. So Natalie was inspired by a very important person in my life. I made her with the intention of bringing good luck, serenity, abundance, prosperity, overall a very powerful pyramid. So she's made of 2 crystals. She has citrine crystals and aventurine, which are both known for prosperity and abundance and good luck, and also the brass metals, and bring it together with the tree of life in gold. So I'll give you a quick turnaround so you can see her. And there she is. That's Natalie. I hope you guys like her, and I'll see you guys soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, Carla. Beautiful as always. That's one of my favorites. I love the colors, and it feels very much like abundance. And speaking of, we also have a candle that's going to be a candle giveaway, crystal candle giveaway for tonight, one of your lucky supporters. And that will be the abundance candle infused with jade, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. This one smells amazing. It's with eucalyptus and mint. And it activates the heart chakra, and also it's crystal infused with crystal that have been charged at the last full moon meditation by the amazing Elena, and these are handmade. So that's it for the giveaways for tonight. And we're about to jump in our main subject, which is the astrological new year. Do you guys feel the shift of energy? Because I do. I feel like there's a lot more, let's say, fresh new energy. I feel more energized since the last few days. You guys feel it as well? I'll start with you, Meg. Yeah.
I do feel it, but I also feel a little bit like traumatized, but I'm just joking, you guys, from just the amount of Pisces that we've been having. So like, I do feel it, but I'm also like, is it over? Aren't we still in this Piscean energy right now?
Yeah. So you feel like the mix of both, maybe the Pisces energy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What about you, Sophie? Do you feel the new energy of the new year already?
Well, yes, but like we said before the live, I feel like my brain is not there yet. I feel like my body is really happy about the live, the amount of motivation that I feel, but the brain fog is really crazy. It's, I don't know for you if you have that too, but We had
Yeah.
trouble speaking all day yesterday, me and Meg, and we have fun. You know, in the live show, we have fun even when we cannot speak because we have to go about the live, and it's life, but it's hard. The brain fog are real.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. So I was going to jump in that later, but we're having at the moment a square between Neptune and Mars. So Mars is right now in the sign of Gemini, which rules like, let's say, mental activity. And Neptune is in the sign of Pisces. So very, very much of a dreamy mood, foggy a little bit. So not grounded at all. So I feel like a lot of people are having like, they're stuck in mental loops because of that square. That can also be brain fog, not feeling clear about your plans, because Mars likes to take action. But when it's in Gemini, it's more like you can go over the same thoughts, you can go over, you're trying to plan something, but it's making a square. So it's not letting you, let's say, act on it more with clarity. Let's just say that. Mm-hmm. So I think that's what's going on at the moment. Okay, so let's jump into slides I have made, and please help me fill in if you have any more elements you'd like to add to the conversation. So yesterday was very special because obviously it is the spring equinox here in the Northern Hemisphere, but it's the equinox for everybody on Earth. And we have a new moon that's today, very close to the spring equinox. So the equinox was yesterday on the 20th, and the new moon in Aries, so the very first new moon of the year. So opening up a very new cycle was less than 24 hours after the equinox. So that kind of means that the year ahead, because we're basing, let's say, the main energy, will be full of new beginnings because we have this new moon happening so close to it. So a lot of new things will be started during this year, and especially new beginnings that are related either to Mercury or Neptune because they are so close to this new moon at the moment. So what is Mercury? Well, Mercury is all about social media. It's all about communication. It's all about business, trades also. What else am I missing? Mercury. Yeah. That's kind of, and media, of course, is that can be Mercury, and both Mercury and Neptune rule media. So a lot of new projects, and also we can have a lot of, let's say, revelations around media. Let's hope so. And also new beginnings related to Neptune that could be around the spiritual community, that could be around healing, health. You mentioned health in your consultation, Sophie. So I think also that could be one of the reasons why, because this Neptune in Pisces is very much close to this new moon. And yeah, so we're going to talk about how to best use this energy, this very powerful energy, to manifest your intentions for the year ahead. Because as we said before, we're celebrating the new year on January 1st, but it's Capricorn season. So it's the 10th sign on total of 12 in the zodiac. So it's not really like a good time to, let's say, set intentions because you're finishing a cycle. And now it's really the start of the new cycle. So the stars are, let's say, aligned with opening up to manifesting new things. So we'll talk about what are the best practices to do so. And also there's a nice sextile to the planet Pluto. So that's really good because it talks about rebirth at this time. And Pluto is also about rebirth. So a lot of empowerment can be seen from starting new things around the equinox, around this time. And it's really powerful if you'd like to create a sacred ritual, maybe to let go of the old energy and start fresh with new goals and the new energy. So, okay, let's start with Sophie. Do you have can you pull cards, first of all, on, let's say, the best ways to manifest around this powerful time, which is the astrological new year?
Okay.
What do the cards want us to know? And then I'll ask you, Meg. about this powerful time.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, I love it. First of all, we start with Page of Cups. So it has to come from the heart. It has to be some kind of a vibration of love. So anything that you want to start, if it's just because you should, it's not going to work out. It needs for work to be manifesting, it needs to come from a place that you really want it because you love it. And we have King of Wands, so we have the fiery king, we have the passion, and this is for me the Aries. So this is the exact question that you asked, Julie. It's how to manifest. It's today. It's yesterday and today. So this is the equinox. We're talking about the timeline today, because it's going to be just on steroids. So your manifestation is going to be +10. This is the time that you want to use to manifest anything that you really want, that you really love to bring into your life. And we have the Justice. So not only you can manifest, but things are going to come now just naturally into your life because you have a balance. So if you have suffered from many things during the purge, if you have made space, if you had let go, if you did the good work, you're going to receive the balance naturally also.
Wow, I love that. Thank you so much. And okay, Meg, so do you have anything to add to the last slide we had on the spring equinox and maybe how to best use this energy for manifestation?
Yeah, so definitely. Something that I find really interesting is that we're going to be having 2 new moons in Aries in a row. So this one today, and then the one April 20th, which is technically a new moon solar eclipse, but it's very rare. Sometimes we have 2 new moons in the same astrological sign in a row. Plus, we've got the North Node going into Aries. Jupiter is now in Aries. Chiron is in Aries. Like, it's so much Aries that universe, God, whatever word resonates with you, wants us to be tuning into this. It feels like this is the most important thing thematically to be tuning into, which is our self-worth, our confidence, our bravery. Aries is the inner child archetype because it's the first sign in astrology, and it's also the inner warrior archetype. And so when it comes to manifestation, I feel like doing some inner child meditation could actually help to connect what Sophie was saying about our heart. What do we really want? What's something we want maybe because we think we want it from our mind, but what do we actually want to create from our inner child, from our heart? So I think inner child practices are really good around this new moon and the spring equinox. And also like warrior type of things like karate. I know that might be a lot of energy to go to a karate class, but even just putting on some music and doing those moves, or watching like a movie about warriors, Braveheart, the inner warrior, to tune us into that vibration. Maybe doing a meditation, asking to connect to the warriors of light that are with us, because I believe we all have warriors of light with us. Sophie knows I like to, before we ever do a Psychic Spy show, I call in the Knights of the Round Table and the Templar Knights to be with us. There's actually, we call in angels and ascended masters, but we can also call in the warriors of light, whether those are goddess warriors or divine masculine warriors. And, Aries is also action and physicality. It's not Pisces. Right? So we can do meditation, we can do really spiritual practices, but we could also dance our intentions into being. We can do shaking. That's a really powerful practice to do, like shaking of your whole body. Things that are physical, and, we can write our intentions down, but then maybe take an action right away to show the universe or to reaffirm, these are my intentions. I'm going to take this action right away. That's Aries. They don't wait around. Aries does things right in the moment. So, yeah.
Oh yeah, I learned that with JC. Good point, Meg. And yeah, I like what you're suggesting, because sometimes, let's say, the manifestation tools can be a bit like passive sometimes, but you're kind of adding into the equation that we need to take action because it's also Aries. So I love that. Okay, let's dive into a couple of ideas of how you could, let's say, set up a let's say special ritual around what we call Ostara, which is the pagan ritual for the spring equinox. So I have a couple ideas here, and let's see what you guys think about those. So manifesting using the powerful energy of the equinox. So first of all, yes, it's a time for manifestation because you're opening up a new cycle, fresh new energy. Aries is the first sign, so the sun enters the first sign of the zodiac. So rebirth, growth, fertility, and it can be, of course, fertility not necessarily in the primal sense, but it can also be birthing new ideas, birthing new projects. So not necessarily in the sense of giving life to a newborn, but that can also be the case. Really good time, and I hope you use the Pisces season to think about what you want to create, because now, as Meg said, it's also time to take action on those ideas. So taking action can also be create a vision board, and I saw someone in the chat mentioning it a couple minutes ago. Create a vision board. It's really good because it's using the Pisces energy and the Neptune energy into visualization, but also you're taking action because you're creating something in the physical realm. So anything that's going to add your ideas to creating something physical is going to be very, very powerful. Writing down your intention for the new year, because also we have Mercury really close to this first new moon. So Mercury is all about writing, speaking. So that's really good. And a one that I personally really like is using egg-shaped crystals into storing intentions in them, because Ostara is all about fertility, the eggs, as Easter was based on the pagan ritual Ostara. So using the egg shape, especially with crystals, because they can store, they have a memory, so they can store information. So that's really good if you'd like to, let's say, do a any kind of sacred practice and you want to store your intention into a egg-shaped crystal. That can also mean working with yoni eggs for women, and using also meditation, creating also a crystal grid, super powerful, creating an altar. And I added last minute because Neptune is so close to this first new moon, using water. So let's say meditating in water in your bath, or anything that's using water, or music, as you mentioned. I think in the last show, Meg, you said you were listening to music, but also moving the energy. So I really love that. So what do you guys think about those? Do you have any more ideas? Did you have something to add to that? Sophie, I see you smiling.
That's okay. I'm always smiling.
Ben the Rocks is saying yes, music. Do you use music into your manifestation rituals?
Oh, all the time. I just love music all the time. And it's really, I don't know for you guys, maybe comment if that resonates with you, but I can see how I'm feeling with the music that resonates with me at a precise moment. So when I want to listen to music, I skip many tunes and I'm like, okay, what's the mood today? What is it that I want to feel today? And I have many types of music that I go from. So just before the show, I was listening to music and dancing. So I think it's really a powerful tool to just bring your vibration higher, and just to embody also, because sometimes we are working. If you sit down to work at a desk, you don't feel your body, as much as when you're just moving and using it in movement with music. So I think it's important that we do it once in a while.
Yeah, I love that. And as you said, it can also be like a pre-ritual tool. So getting you in a higher vibration before, let's say, setting your intentions. I love that. And Meg, I know you have a special relationship to music. How do you use it? I know you mentioned listening to music and trying to move into where you want to visualize for the future. Do you have also other ways that you use music in your day-to-day life?
Yes. So it's funny because I have a spiritual mentor of mine that we have a lot of like really eerie similarities. And one of them is on our iPod or music on our phone, we'll shuffle songs as messages from spirit.
Mm.
And we both did that individually. And then one time when we were on a spiritual trip with each other, we realized that we both did that all the time. And so, do any of you guys do that?
Yeah.
Is it something you guys have tried? Yeah, to shuffle the songs.
Yeah, I personally, I noticed that I receive a lot of messages from my guys and from my dad that's on the other side through music. So lots of messages.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Actually,
Sophie,
I have a funny story with that. I was a few years ago, I wanted to go to Memphis for the first time. And the plan went off. We were not supposed to go. I was really sad about this. And I asked out loud, am I going to be able to go? And it was summer, the window was open. And 5 seconds later or less, I swear to you, a car was playing music so loud, and it was Elvis music.
Wow.
oh.
I knew, and I went that year.
So that's like the ultimate sign for you, isn't it? And Ben the Rocks is saying that's called living in the flow. Yes, yes, well said, Ben. Yeah, I really love that. And that's Meg, you kind of inspired me on that point, because I was like looking at Neptune being so close to this first new moon, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's a good way to manifest. And
Yeah.
also, if you can have a bath or a hot tub, I think that's very powerful too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's
Sorry, can I mention
go ahead.
something?
Go ahead, Meg.
On like Spotify or YouTube, if you type in like spiritual trance music, spiritual dance trance music, there's lots of cool playlists with artists like the Desert Dwellers, things that are really kind of like, it's like ancient music mixed with modern dance or tribal, and that can bring you right into a space where you just move to that kind of music, and it's very
Wow.
spiritual and kind of altering, if you will. So just felt to put that out there.
I love that. I love that. Yeah, I'll look into it for sure.
Mhm.
I don't know if you put that comment on the screen yet, but
Yeah.
JC is saying, "Wow, I'm speechless. Merci beaucoup, je vous aime." Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Very happy. Stephanie here is saying, watch the Biden episode that you guys did on Psychic Spies this morning. Was really good. I agree. It was very good. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's dive into a couple of questions we received from the super chats. So first, I'm going to try to share my astrological wheel. Just a second. Okay, here we go. So I have the chart here for the new moon that was exact a few hours earlier. So Deborah is saying, love, love, love your knowledge and the whole Beyond Mystic show. Thank you so much, Deborah. And April 23rd B-Day, Taurus Sun, Libra Rising, and Cancer Moon. So I'm just going to switch my chart here to Libra.
Wow.
And I guess her question might be about her upcoming birthday, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
So is there anything, Meg, that we can tell Deborah about the upcoming energies for her April 23rd birthday, being a Taurus sun?
Yeah, well, it's blowing my mind. A lot of the super chats lately have been eclipse solar return people. So, Deborah, you're one of those too. Your birthday is 3 days after the April 20th new moon solar eclipse in Aries. So your whole next birthday year is going to be the energy of that powerful eclipse of new beginnings, actually quite similar to today, to the spring equinox, of really being able to manifest what you want, feeling really confident and authentic in yourself. So you're in for a really powerful year of probably some really big positive life changes. And you've got a lot of planets that are transiting over the 7th house, right, Julie? So
yeah,
it's a really big focus on relationships, your committed love relationship, but also any people you work with in business, if you're working, or even clients are really highlighted. So your relations with other people. So yeah, being aware, who's in alignment with your worth and value, and whose maybe not. There could be some really big like changes happening with relationships or new people coming into your life. So, and you've got Jupiter in the 7th house. So you're being blessed by Libra, by Venus, for your committed relationships, for work, if you work. And yeah, it looks really good. Am I missing anything, Julie?
No, I think that was amazing. Thank you so much, Meg. And I hope it helps Deborah. Very happy birthday, upcoming birthday to you. Thank you so much for your support. And okay, I have another birthday girl here. Brenda is saying, hello, tribe. It's my birthday today. What message or advice? I'm going to bring Sophie in for that question. So what message or advice does the universe have for me? And maybe we can jump in after. So she's an Aries. Did I read that well? Aries, yeah. Pisces, moon. Yes. Okay. Pisces, moon, Gemini rising. Got it. Okay. Can we pull some cards for Brenda?
Yeah. Happy birthday. Okay. Let's see. So back by popular demand, the mouse.
Yay.
Okay. Let's see what wants to come in. Oh, wow. Okay. 10 of Cups. 7 of Wands, and the Empress. Where in your life you have felt before that you were not enough, that you could not do it? Because when we have 7 of Wands, it's usually defense mechanisms. It's usually pushing back something, and it's not because of you don't want it. It's just because limiting belief or self-value. But it's around now by 10 of Cups and the Empress. So your limiting belief has changed. How you view yourself has changed. And this year is going to be very creative. So the Empress, it's telling me that you're going to be, if you have suffered from anxiety in the past, it's not going to be there anymore, or it's going to be really release a lot of it, because the Empress is really happy about her energy, happy in her world, and she is creating new opportunity for herself. 10 of Cups also. I think that what you're sorry, I'm going to take another card for 7 of Wands. What you're pushing away this year, it's everything that, 9 of Cups. It's everything that before you said no. Now you're pushing back the stress. Now you're pushing back your little devil on your shoulder and not the opportunity. So it's complete reverse with what you used to be doing. 9 of Wands is what you used to be doing. You used to say, I cannot, and things like that. And now you have 9 of Cups. I can, and I will do it. Complete reverse. So happy birthday, and take advantage of every opportunity this year. You're going to be amazing at them.
Wow. Thank you so much, Sophie. And I hope it helps, Brenda. Very happy birthday to you. Thank you so much for your support. Okay, let's maybe answer another one before we conclude the show. So Sherry is saying, hello, beautiful ladies. I am a Taurus sun, Taurus moon, and Pisces ascendant. What's in store for me this year? So let's, I'm going to put my chart here. And she is a Pisces rising. So here we go. And Taurus sun, Taurus moon. Yes, and Pisces rising. So what's in store for me this year? So her birthday is coming very soon.
Yes.
Meg, do you see something right away that catches your eye? And I'm just going to hide here to show the chart.
Yeah, well, depending on what degree of a Pisces rising you are, Saturn is working on your ascendant right now. Granddaddy Saturn is transiting over the ascendant and going to be going into the first house, which is really how we show up to the world and our purpose and what is our responsibility to the world that we're feeling from our hearts, and are we in alignment with that? So while Saturn is in Pisces until 2026, this is a really powerful time for you as a Pisces rising to put work into the things that resonate with you, and Saturn is going to reward you by following your heart, going with your God-given talents. And that's a super powerful time, at the same time as being a double Taurus, sun and moon, that your birthday is going to be during the upcoming eclipse season. So this is actually quite an auspicious time of, I'm feeling like for some reason, work or something that you're doing having to do with work or purpose is really gonna go really well, and follow what you want to do and don't let anybody tell you that you can't do it. Sometimes when we have Saturn working with us, there can be challenges or tests of limitation, like authority people, or rather authority figures in our lives telling us we can't do something, or that certain dreams are too big. That's Saturn in astrology, can be the authority figure. But Pisces is about our dreams and our aspirations and going beyond all limits. So just go for it. I'm hearing Spirit say really strong.
Wow, that's a beautiful message. Thank you so much, Meg, and a very happy upcoming birthday to you, Sherry. Thank you for your support. Okay, so I was going to start wrapping up, but we have an additional question that just came in, a new super chat from Beachwave. So I'd like to get your feed on this, Sophie. Okay. So she's saying, well, I'm assuming it's a she, but I don't know. Hello, mystics. I think it's disabled daughter met someone online. Can I get an energy reading on this person? Predator or truly interested? So what are the intentions of this new interest of her daughter?
I don't like it.
And I'm guessing she's asking the question because she has doubts also.
Yeah. King of Sword. It's somebody that can be older. It's somebody that has plans. So the King of Sword can be pictured sometimes as playing chess. So that's why I keep that image in mind, because this is somebody that knows what he wants and how to play that game to get it. And we have the Empress, which is for me internet, and in this question, and we have 5 of coins. So the best would be to use the advice right there with the 5 of coins to just block and just do not explain and just block that person out. I just want to take one more on just to make sure. They're telling me to take one more, so there's usually a reason really obvious. Let's see. Yeah. Not good. We don't want that person. So I think I'm sorry about this. I'm sorry that it's not a good message, maybe, but it would be safer to just simply block that person. The reason why there's communication is not a good one.
Thank you so much, Sophie. Sometimes it's hard to deliver, let's say, more negative messages, but you always keep it real. So I want to say a big thank you, because whenever I want to get a good read, I ask Sophie, because she's going to tell you the truth. That's for sure. So I hope it helps Beachwave. And I know it's a complicated situation, I'm guessing. So thank you so much for trusting us for your questions. Thank you so much, Ocean Odell. So grateful for Julie, Sophie, and Meg. And another happy birthday wish here for JC. So yeah, we're about also to have the very big transit of Pluto transiting in the sign of Aquarius, so entering the sign of Aquarius, and that's going to be exact in 2 days. So I think we're in a very important time. And tomorrow, whoops, sorry about that. Okay, we're here. Tomorrow, no, not tomorrow, Thursday, on the exact date that Pluto is going to enter Aquarius, we'll be having this very special show with this Queen of Ravens. I don't know if I'm supposed to mention her name or not, and the amazing JC. So that's going to be in 2 days, a special show, Pluto the Destroyer, and that's going to be on, is it Rumble? I'm having a brain fart. I think it is Rumble. Yeah, it is. Yeah, for sure. Because we can be on YouTube. So yeah, that'll be Rumble. So don't miss that one. We're going to get really deep into the occult, decode, It's going to be 323, so the exact date Pluto's entering the sign of Aquarius, and Pluto's the destroyer. But don't fear anything. This is going to be a very empowering show, because obviously the only people that have to fear Pluto are the ones that are on the bad side. So don't worry. I think it's going to bring a lot of empowerment to all of us. So that's going to be Thursday. And also, while we're talking about the equinox on that show, we have a very special equinox promo that's on the Beyond Mystic Academy. So it's until March 23rd also, and that's going to be a 50% off on the 2 workshops that we produce with Janine and JC. So either the Psychic Superpower workshop about decoding your moon sign in more of the woo kind of terms that were, let's say, analyzing the moon. So not just like a regular decode astrology about the moon, but more into like what kind of role are you going to play into the awakening, according to, first of all, what you have to face as shadow work according to your moon sign, but also your psychic superpowers. So that's the name of this workshop. And also we got the tarot numerology workshop, which is basically finding your soul essence and life mission card in the tarot deck. And we explain all the different possibilities with Janine. So 50% off if you use Equinox 50, and that's going to be until March 23rd. And regarding schedule, we had a more quiet schedule this week than last week, because JC was on fire with all the banking failure special shows. So right now there's at 8 p.m. Eastern, the Beyond the News show with Jean-Claude and Janine. That's on beyondmystic.net, either pay-per-view or for the Insider Access Pass members. That's going to be the only one for this week, so it's a very special show, and that's going to be about Mr. T being arrested or not. So go watch it. I think we're going to have a lot more details about that. And tomorrow at noon Eastern, we have the amazing Beyond Astro with Megs. So you're going to know everything about the astrology. And tomorrow night, we're having the War Correspondent show on Rumble. So I think this is going to be a very special one. You don't want to miss this. And yeah, so right before we end this show, what did I have here? Sorry, I'm missing. Okay, here. If you want to book with either Meg or Sophie, don't forget to use Beyond Mystic in one word as a coupon code to get 10% off. And also, if you'd like to know more about your birth chart, your own birth chart, and where the eclipses and the transiting Pluto is going to activate your houses, where is it going to activate your chart, you can also get the personalized birth chart on MAISONJupiter.com. So it is a digital product. It's a digital art print in the color of your choice with your birth chart. It can also be a gift, of course, to someone you love. And it comes with a 15 to 20 pages report, including your natal position of planets and your most important aspects. So before we end the show, I'd like to get some words of wisdom, best guidance to navigate this first week of the new cycle from both Sophie and Meg. So Meg, would you like to start?
Sure. I keep feeling like our home environment is going to be really important, not just for this week, but for the whole upcoming year. Cleaning out the home, doing spring cleaning, I think is important now more than ever to deal with what we've got coming up this year energetically in terms of event and all the things we're going to be going through. So if we've got a solid base, our home will be, more grounded, more stress-free, more able to deal with easier what's going out in the world. So I'm really feeling focus on your home. Make sure it's clean. Make sure maybe you want to do a little moving of things around, little feng shui, maybe repainting. It's important for us to have a solid base to be grounded.
I love that. And I took your advice. I took your advice last week, and I started doing some cleaning, and I felt I felt better because you're kind of getting rid of the old energy, and I was like, that's a great advice from you. Thank you so much, Meg. And what about you, Sophie? Do you have an advice or cards you'd like to share about?
I will take a card, but of course, keep your vibration high. Try to, like we said, listen to music if you have, if you need some good music to have a higher vibration. For some of you, that's a team also that I forget to say. For some of you, it's going to be going to vacation soon. So maybe planning for some vacation, planning for some vacation for later this year. We know that we never know when world event is going to happen. We know there's something in the air, but for some of you, it doesn't need to be a plane. It can be just simply planning to try new things outside of your comfort zone and just to manifest it. I think it's important that we bring new experience also to keep our vibration high and not just the same energy turning. And yeah, that's my advice.
I love that. And that's pretty much Aries, also getting out of your comfort zone, trying new things. So very much resonates. And we have a big stellium of planets right now, as Meg was saying, in this Aries energy. So makes a lot of sense. So thank you, everybody, for sticking with us tonight. Don't forget to go watch the Beyond the News show. I'm going to do so right away. I want to get the latest news from Jean-Claude and Janine. And thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much, Sophie and Meg, for your beautiful wisdom, as usual. And have a great night. Au revoir, everybody.
Bye. Thank you, Julie.
Thank you.